And here we are. This is the reMarkable. Is it reMarkable? I mean, that's a strong name for a tablet device. It doesn't play videos. There's no sound. It doesn't take phone calls. There is Wi-Fi. It's a writing and reading tablet. This is day 17, and you just watched the intros I was doing for this device, the Samsung S20, that I'm currently reviewing this device. So these two devices were pretty much the same amount of money. This one does way more, but I'm having kind of more fun with this one. Again, this is day 17 with this device. Let me show you landscape view. So that's the refresh rate. And yeah, these are all the notes that I've been taking, charging my devices. You can zoom in there and you can see the font. One of my favorite things is the gestures. So to close in landscape view, you just swipe down. You just swipe down. Just swipe down. There we go. Sometimes the gestures don't work. Again, this is the reMarkable 2. This is their second version. This is a new company. I imagine next year with reMarkable 3, that one will be off the hook. So what can you do with this device? I've already covered that. I'll just quickly review it if you're just joining. And I'm filming on the LG Wing, oh my gosh. This device, the LG Wing 5G smartphone. So, whoops, that was loud. Hopefully the audio is pretty good. Okay, I switched from ASMR to voice bokeh, so hopefully that's better. So as you create notebooks to take notes, you can orient the notebooks either landscape or portrait, depending on what you want to do. Pretty cool. You can even create folders, which I've done. So menu, my files, and I created a folder called Dad so I could organize all of my notebooks. One thing I don't like is that when you click on quick sheets, you would think, oh, that's a quick sheet underneath the Dad folder. And no, it's not. There's just one quick sheet for the whole device. So if I go to page overview, you can see these are all the notes and doodles that everyone in my family has been making over the past 2 weeks. So I can go back and I can close right there. And now I can go back to my battery tests, switch to landscape view. And if I want a new page, all I do is just swipe to the right and it quickly creates a new page. Yep, just swipe to the right. Now see, I had other pages there. So if you want to create a page just after your page, right there in the bottom left, you just click New Page and it inserts a new page. So now I can write Day 17. And then hopefully you can hear that. My other really favorite thing are the different types of pens that you can draw with. And I've covered this before, but I'm going to cover it again because maybe this is the first time you're visiting Gadgets Anonymous. So we have ballpoint pen, fine liner, marker, pencil, mechanical pencil, paintbrush, highlighter, and calligraphy pen. And then depending on which one you choose, you also have the different stroke thicknesses. Let me zoom in there. You have medium, thick, or thin, and you also have black, gray, and white. Now, white is interesting because really the only time you'd be using it is if you had a black background or if you're an artist. So if you've had a big, large, whatever drawing that you've been working on, then you could use the white pen to enhance that. So I can go to page overview. And let me do this one right here. So I was drawing my wife's name. That's always fun. And I'm going to switch to marker. Actually, I'm going to go to paintbrush. So I've chosen paintbrush, and then I'm going to go to thick, and I'm going to go gray. And then you just start drawing whatever you want. Now, a question that an artist friend of mine asks is, does it have any tooth? Does the paper, does the canvas you're drawing on, does it have any grip? And the answer is yes. It's not glass smooth. It's as thin as a piece of glass, but you can hear that. There is a texture. Similar to this texture on the back of the Samsung S20, it's plastic. Similar sounds, but different. So now that I have this dark background, now I can switch to, let's say, a finer tip. I can do marker, thin, and now I can do white. So now if I just want to just do a small little design, I'll do this for the Paramount Kid. Draw a 3D box. And yes, this is something my dad taught me to do back in the 1980s. I'm that old. So there's the whiteness. And even better, you can do layers. So right here in the bottom left, you can add layers, add layer. So now I'm on layer 3, and I can do shading around that box. And now I can add a 4th layer. So now I'm on layer 4. And maybe I want to switch to black. And I can even go a 5th layer. So now I'm on the 5th layer of my drawing. And again, this is all going to depend on your creativity. Pretty awesome, right? Now, if you try to go a 6 layer, limit of 5 layers reached. But still, pretty awesome. And then it's always saving. So now it's saved. And if I go back, you can see right there, it's saving. Now I say always loosely. It's not always saving. That would deplete the battery. But I'm going on day 6. I haven't charged it. And I'm at 13%. Wi-Fi's been on for all but about maybe 10 minutes. I turned it off for some reason. So the battery life is good. I don't know how they got to 14 days, but I can easily make it all week. And I'm using it about an hour to an hour and a half. I think on Tuesday I use it for 2 hours. But here's the kicker. The battery life would be better. I only charged it to 90% on Sunday. All right? Nice. I got that advice from another YouTuber, tech reviewer guy, and he said he rarely charges his device to 100%, so that's what I'm trying. So there you go, the reMarkable tablet. I do recommend you get this black stylus for an extra $50. It has the built-in eraser, and it does come with replaceable tips. I've already gone through one because one of my kiddos bit it. And be careful, if you drop this on black carpet, yeah, you are not going to find it. Now I've emailed support because I want to ask reMarkable how the pen communicates. It's just fascinating. And then right at the tip is the eraser. And if you notice, there's a little bit of spring there. And I think that's maybe just for design, and also my engineering brain tells me it prevents scratching the tablet. So if we zoom out and go back to that drawing, so now without doing anything, I can erase what I don't want. And if I choose a certain layer, I can erase just those layers. So by default, it went back to layer 1. I can go to layer 5 now and erase everything that I did on layer 5. Pretty cool, right? So it has a really good memory on the different layers that you've been designing. The other question my artist friend asked me is, well, when you're drawing, what about palm touches? So we'll cover that. So here's my palm. No matter what you do with your skin or your fingernail, it doesn't write. It doesn't make a mark, and it doesn't ruin your notes. So for note-taking, it's fabulous. I think for a higher level student, this would be a wonderful gift. Or maybe you're... So now we have the important question, who is this for? Oh, good grief, I spelled it wrong. That's okay. I can go to erase and just erase all. There we go. Who's it for? Well, 1, students. 2, creative people. 3, workers. 4, readers. And 5, I feel it's also great for kiddos. So the big thing on the reMarkable is it's distraction free. You'll notice during the whole video there were no pop-ups, there's no alerts, nothing. But the only time you get alerts is when you're sending an email. So awesome. And that's it for day 17. Let me see if I can balance the reMarkable again. Where's that letter K? There we go, the perfectly balanced tablet and e-reader. If you have any questions, pithy comments, or you're just curious about this electronic ink device, type those in the comments below. This has been another gadget review by Pietro, formerly PH Digital, kind of went away from that. And yes, I do recommend it. I don't know if you'll be able to get one for Christmas, but maybe online, maybe someone's selling theirs on eBay. And shout out to my friends at Simple Nexus. I'm lounging and doing loans from home, not through them, through another company, but they sent me the shirt. And there you go, the reMarkable, day 17. That's all for now. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again in 3 days. Took a little break there during Thanksgiving, spent time with the family. I think I went 4 days without publishing a video. Oh, what was I thinking? Anyway, so I'm back to my routine. I'll have new content every 2 to 3 days throughout the rest of 2020. Goodbye.